Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome for today's continuous discussion on holy name, nectar of holy name, Harinam Cintamani. So I think we are at the final part. Not sure whether we can finish today, but anyway, let's check it out. So today is a fantastic day, 10th February, 2026. 10th February 2026, we gathered here on Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. Okay, so yesterday I'm so happy and excited to have a fantastic discussion. And okay, so we had a very good discussion yesterday. So today let's continue with our nectarian discussion. So before that, let's do our invocation prayer. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagarajadam Sahagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savaduta Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Vidam Cha नमो ओम विष्णु पादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमदि भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पासा चरिस्तारिणे नमो ओम विष्णु पादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमदि भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती नामिने श्री वर्षभनाभि देवी दयितये कृपाब्दये कृष्ण संबंध विघ्नदायिने प्रभुवे नमः माधुर्योज्वल प्रेमाद्य श्री रूपनुग भक्तिर श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमस्तुते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्ताय दीनतारिणे रूपनुग विरुदा पसितांतद्वांत हरिणे नमो गौर किशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्य मूर्तये विप्रलंबर संबोधे पादांबुजायते नमः नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंद नामिने गौर शक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपनुग वरायते गौरवीर्भव भूमे त्वं निजस सज्जन प्रिय वैष्णव सरोभौमा श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः वंच कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितनं पाविनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः ओम महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने करोति नमः पंचतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्त रूप स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्त शक्तिकम् हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते ताप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरि प्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिव शरि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं हरि ओं तत्सत् ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नमो विष्णुपदे कृष्णपृष्ठपुत्तरे श्रीमति जयपताक स्वामी नामनि रामाचार्य पदाय नित्य कृपा प्रदाय गौरकथा पदाय नगर ग्राम ओके Hare Krishna. So excited to see all of you today. Okay, now let's start our session. Okay. So yesterday we had a very good discussion about that what they call the teachings of okay by this guru. What is his name? What? Yeah, forgot his name. What is his name? Gopala Guru Goswami. Okay. So we were seeing that Gopala Guru Goswami, who is the dearest disciple of Swarup Damodar Goswami, writes, how blessed are those who chant the name of Hare Krishna. So yesterday we spoke about Hari. What is Hari means? The one who removes that all, steals everything, right? At the same time, Hari also is known as Hara, who is Srimadi Radharani. Okay, we had a very nice, this thing, and I have also shared the screenshot. So please read and reread again and again until you understand. Okay, now let's continue today's session. Okay, So now we understand how the thing in this. All right, in this karma, jnana, yoga have nothing to do. If their working are strong, even then they may help devotees of the holy name in maintaining their livelihood. Okay. If Krishna's holy name is sung with firm inclination, okay, that means you sing and chant with firm conviction, it will be before long cleanse the heart. Before it doesn't take long, but it actually cleanse the heart and also burn away avidya. Okay, avidya means ignorance. Vidya means knowledge. Avidya means ignorance. So when avidya vanishes, the brighter illumination of the true unbiased abnegation of the sense and the relationship between Krishna and Jiva will appear in the heart. Okay, the relationship, the real relationship between the Krishna and the Jiva will appear in the heart. Numberless times has been proven true among the wise. So numberless times has been proven means proved. So that means there's so many proof and testimony says that this actually works. Okay, there's a lot of proof about it. Okay, today's session. With happy heart, one should recollect the meaning and the form of the holy name. Okay, so that means with the happy heart, one should recollect when we chant the Hare Krishna mantra, we should recollect the meaning. Okay, now we understand what is Hari means, what is Krishna means, what is Rama means, and Rama. Okay, what does that mean? So we recollect the meaning from the holy name. Then we should pray to Krishna with heart-rending lamentation. Okay, what is that heart-rending lamentation? That first of all, we feel guilty after so many birth and death. At last, we got a chance to understand this confidential knowledge. It's very, very important. Okay, so now the lamentation means, oh, I've wasted all my life and all these things, and I still not getting what they call the sukriti or the taste for the holy name. So in that heart-rending lamentation, we should pray to Krishna. Okay, that means you should feel very sad that you got it now, and also at the same time, you also should feel, oh, why am I not getting the taste? Okay, in that kind of lamentation. And when we do that, this will draw the grace of Krishna. Okay, Krishna, okay, of course, I'm just giving some example. How you're going to pray is depends on how individual. So when we pray with the heart-rending lamentation, this will draw the grace of Krishna. Krishna will start to pay attention. Okay, why this soul is lamenting. Okay, once we get the grace of Krishna, it will lead him onward to the path of bhajan. Okay, so in that lamentation, it will lead the person to the path of bhajan. If not, or else, birth will pass in vain. If not, this birth is simply wasted. You know, after so many births, we got a human body. In this human body, if we do not lament and get the grace of Krishna, which will lead one to bhajan, that means, in other words, this birth is considered vain. Vain means useless. Okay, just like karmi and frustrated jnanis. Okay, so karmis and jnanis are basically wasting their life. But those who engage in bhajan may be divided into two distinct classes. Okay, now what is that? So those who engage in bhajan. Okay, that means those who engage in bhajan. Okay, now after that, now you come to the level of bhajana. Okay, you come to the path of bhajan. So now those who have come here, it also can be divided into two distinct cases. Okay, two distinct cases. So what are the distinct cases? Number one, some bear only the burden. Others appreciate the real worth of things. Okay, what does that mean? Those who long for enjoyment, or for self-destroying salvation, then are attached to worldly affair, are only yoked to the heavy load of virtue. Okay, what does that mean? Some bear only burden. Others appreciate the real worth of things. Okay, so the burden means what? Those who long for enjoyment. Even when you start longing for enjoyment, name, fame, and all these, it's a kind of burden also, right? Okay, so those who long for enjoyment, oh, I want to enjoy this, oh, I want to do this. No, long na another lamentation. Running in Tamil we call yekam. Pulan inbam yekam. Okay, yekam. Long means yekam. Enjoying, long for enjoyment. Or for self-destruction salvation. So that means we want to be salvaged. We want to go for salvation. We want to go to heaven. Or we want to merge into the light. It is all considered self-destroying. Okay. Or those who are attached to worldly affair. Okay, what is happening around the world? What is happening this? Only yoked. What is yoke means? Yoke means what? When you see the egg, inside there's a yolk. All right. So that means it is been suppressed. It's like, that means the yolk of the egg.
Prabhu.
Okay. Yes, Prabhu.
Yoke means, Prabhu, like you are going to plow the land.
Okay.
You'll have two bulls. You got two bulls or two buffaloes.
Mm-hmm.
You yoke them to the plow. If not, if you want to Vandi,
okay.
The two
right.
Two bulls are yoked to the cart.
Yes. Correct. Yes. So that means, in other words, yes, yoke means joined together. Yes or not, Prabhu?
Yeah. Then only the bulls will pull the cart, Prabhu.
Okay. All right. Okay. I was thinking of something else. All right. So that means, in other words, sorry, Prabhu.
You're thinking about omelette.
When suddenly I saw the yolk, I thought the egg yolk inside the egg. Okay. Thank God you are here to assist me. Okay. So only yoked. Yoked means what? In other words, it is joined together. Okay, joined together. Or in other words, in other meaning, we also call as physically connected. Okay, physically connected. Okay, just like how Prabhu said, there's a kind of wood. All right, there's a kind of wood like this, and they put the cows. Okay, they yoke together. This is the one, right, Prabhu?
Yeah, Prabhu. And it's a very big burden for a bull, Prabhu.
Okay. So the both bulls are, they put the thing and they start to pull the, sorry?
Plow the land.
Plow the land, yes. Okay. So that means, okay. So that's the meaning. Okay. So that means it's a kind of a big burden. Okay. Yoke together means, that means, say like you are here. All right. You are just like the cow that the big log or stick put on your neck. After they take the stick and put on the neck, the flow have to like pull the thing. That means pulling the burden. Okay. So that means those who are long for its kind of enjoyment, for self-destroying salvation, and attached to worldly affair, these are the people only yoked. That means they are all like stuck. That means they tied on the wood, okay, of the heavy load of virtue. Okay. What they call in Tamil, they என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க, மாட்டு வண்டி. Okay, மாட்டு வண்டி. All right, when you see மாட்டு வண்டி, you know the bullock, yes. Okay, bullock, மாட்டு வண்டி. So they put the wood on it and they put the thing, and behind there's a heavy load. Okay, it just like you are having a big burden behind you and you are dragging. Okay, so I mean, that's okay. Now again, those who are long for enjoyment, for self-destroying salvation, and attached to worldly affair, these people only yoke to the heavy load of virtue. Not only heavy load of virtue, but also wealth, enjoyment, and salvation. Okay, they are all so the heavy load, what Bhakti Vinod Thakur is saying is virtue, wealth, enjoyment, salvation. What is this? Anyone can tell me what is this? What is this means? What is
material engagement?
No, that's the Sanskrit word. Yes. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Yeah. So virtue means dharma. Wealth means artha. Enjoyment means kama. Salvation means moksha. So when you go to any temple, sometimes when you do archana, they say dharma, artha, kama, moksha, tatastu. Right? Or sometimes all the Vedas. That means all this while, like what the lamentation of Vyasadeva. Why am I not getting happiness after compiling Bhagavatam? Giving an explanation to the what they call Vedanta Sutra. First, there's a 4 Vedas, and then he gives commentary on all the Vedas called Vedanta Sutra, the commentary. He was not happy. Because in the whole Vedanta Sutra, that's the only thing that he spoke. Artha, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Virtue, wealth, enjoyment, and salvation. So they were, that's what they say. So that means, that's why in Bhagavatam, of course, say Dharma Projita Kaitava. Give up all this nonsense. Give up this Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Okay, there's a second verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, Canto 1, Chapter 1, Text 2. Okay, so now we see here. So now we see here that there's a Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So it says, Bhakti Vinod Thakur is saying, all these are heavy load on our back and we are dragging it. But we don't want to give up, thinking that it's giving us so much of happiness. All right, it is so much of happiness. But we are struggling. In other words, okay, like this. There's a saying in a business world. To be successful is not. Okay. How do I put it? Being successful is not a big deal. Being successful is not a big deal. Anybody can become successful. You all got it? But to maintain the success is a big deal. To maintain the success. So I also was sharing about when I was a businessman before. You know, when I had that the Mercedes. Wow, having the car, so fantastic. But after that, when my business started dwindling, I couldn't maintain the car. But the heart also saying, don't give it up. Because it's kind of what they call a trend, or what they call a statement. Oh, successful man is coming. But just to maintain that car, I need to slog like a dog. Work so hard.
Prestige, Babu.
Huh?
Your prestige.
Prestige, yes. Prestige. You know, suddenly when they see you driving Mercedes, then suddenly you go back to what other car like Proton or something like that. You say, oh, Pochi, finish. His business collapse. All right. Nowadays, not like that. Many people are selling off the car and depending on Grab. They say, rather than maintain the car, I rather take Grab. Save a lot. But in that time, it's a prestige. So it takes so much of effort to maintain it. And basically all the income that I earn, I have to use to maintain the car. One time service, few thousand. You understand? Madness. So like that. So this is a self-destroying salvation, okay, who are attached to the worldly affair. And that worldly affair means what? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Okay? Because why? Because they are unaware. They didn't know the fact, the reality, that is, prema is the best sap. Okay, what does that mean, sap? All right. Say like, for instance, what should I say? The orange. You peel the orange. Okay. The inside one, you know, the thing they call sap. Yes or not, Prabhu? Vaishnava Prabhu, my English editor.
Come again, Babu?
No, the sap means the orange. After you peel the skin, you know, the inside, they call it sap, right?
Sap is a liquid, Babu.
Yeah, the best sap. Not the sap of the skin. I mean, the what they call? What do you call it? Sap they call liquid, is it? They say sap of the fruit.
Sap of the fruit is usually like you tap a rubber tree. What you get is a sap, Prabhu.
Sap.
Yeah. When you tap a rubber tree, the milk that comes out is called sap.
Plant juice.
Yeah.
Okay. So sometimes they say he sap my energy. What does it mean? Oh, it drained my energy off. Okay.
Yeah, if you cut the rubber tree, once the milk is finished, your energy is also over. Babu.
Okay. Got it. Yes. The sap. All right.
ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா
Sometimes
பிரபு. ஒரு சில பக் இருக்கு. அந்த பக் வந்து என்ன பண்ணும், செடி இலையில உட்காந்துட்டு அதை சேப்ப மட்டும் சக் பண்ணிரும்.
Yes.
So அந்த ஜூஸ்ல.
Juice. Yes, correct. All right. So that means, okay, in other words, the salvation, they are unaware the fact that prema is the best sap. So that means the best nectar. Okay, like what Mataji says, sometimes the bee will go to the plant and suck the sap. That means suck the honey. Okay, the what they call it, nectar, sorry. So prema is the best sap. So prema is the best drop of nectar, not dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So far so good. Now, so such load bearers fail to progress. Who is the load bearer? The ones still have that thought of dharma, artha, kama, moksha. These such load bearers fail to progress. Okay, if we say they struggle to progress, what does it mean? That means you take time to go there. But when they say fail to progress means they will never progress at all. Okay, load bearers, the load bearers fail to progress in Bhajan. They fail to progress in spite of their utmost striving. Even how hard they try, they can never progress. So what we can understand from this? So when we want to achieve to the level of prema, the first thing that we should consider giving up is dharma, artha, kama, moksha. That is how Srimad Bhagavatam starting. First verse is actually a Gayatri. It is an invocation. The second verse coming to the point. In order to enjoy this sap of Srimad Bhagavatam, the nectar of Srimad Bhagavatam, you should give these dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Dharma projita kaitavatra parama nirmat sharanam satam. Anybody got a Bhagavatam with you? Okay, let me see. Appa, Srimad Bhagavatam.
Which we
Okay.
got, Prabhu.
1.1.1.1. 2. Text 2. So in the text 2, what Krishna says, okay, what Vyasa says, okay, like this. All right. Dharma projita kaitavatra paramo nirmat saranam satam vedyam vasvatam atra vastu shivadam tapa trayun moolanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kimva Par Ishvara Sadyo Hirdya Varudyate Tra Kirtivi Shushru Shubhistakshanat. So what he says, Dharma Projita Kaitava, the first phrase. Dharma means religiosity. Projita, completely rejected. Kaitava, covered by fruitive intention. That means the intention of achieving other things like artha, kama, moksha. Okay. So atra herein, parama, the highest nirmat sarana of the 100% pure in heart, satam, devotees, vedyam, understandable, vasvatam. Tamil also we say vastunda. So vasvatam means factual. Atra herein, vastu, substance, shivadam, well-being. So in the translation says, completely rejecting all religious activity, which is dharma, artha, kama, moksha, which are materially motivated. This Bhagavad Purana propounds the highest truth, which is understandable by those devotees who are fully pure in heart. So when you talk about pure in heart, what does that mean? The pure in heart means those who are out of this entanglement of dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Okay? Then we may be thinking, how am I supposed to do now? I have to go on living in this material world. That's why Bhagavad Gita says, give up all activity unto me. Or in other words, in paraphrasing, we can say, sacrifice all activity unto me. What is sacrifice means? Dedicate. I go to work, I dedicate. Yeah. Okay. So dedicate all your work unto me. So that means the work I dedicate to Krishna. And the fruit that I get, I utilize for Krishna. That means the salary I utilize for Krishna. Okay. The food that I eat, I cook and offer to Krishna. Okay. Then if I want to hear something, I hear Krishna Bhajan or Krishna Katha. When I want to see the deities of Krishna. The tongue I utilize for chanting the holy name. The nose at holy name and also tasting prasadam. The nose I utilize smelling the incense. You are just living as you are. Not giving up anything, not adjusting anything. You are just living in gratitude or living in dedication, because everything you dedicate to Krishna. So when everything you dedicate to Krishna, and what he says, then the dharma, artha, kama, moksha, which is materially motivated, will become spiritualized. So what is the difference? The difference between the karmi and the devotee, the karmi will be longing for more and more and more success. Okay? Karmi will be looking for more and more success. When we see a small child, if I got around 10, 15, say if I got a one handful of lollipop, if I got a handful of lollipop, I take one and give to a child, baby, take, I want some more, some more, I want some more, some more, I want some more, some more, some more, some more, some more, some more. It keep asking, I want more and more and more. But when we see adult, when I show the same lollipop, we like to have one, they just take one. Okay, they are very happy with one, or maybe they say, I know, I don't need it. That's the difference. All right. So the karmi, when they are living, thinking that they are the doer, all the attempt is futile and they suffer miserably. The same devotee who have everything but utilize for Krishna, they are living a very peaceful life, because there's no longing, there's no lamentation. So the one who are doing that, what does that mean? They call as yukta vairagya. I have everything and I utilize for Krishna. Like the computer I am having now. The computer I'm utilizing to speak to you Krishna Katha. Right? Sometimes I use the computer to present some other things, or to do some, or do my research, whatever. But I'm also using the same computer to speak Krishna Katha. So that's the difference. So such load bearers fail to progress in bhajan in spite their utmost striving. But whereas the essence seeker, essence means what? The essence of knowledge, the essence of life, aiming at prema lata. All right, lata means what? Creeper. Okay, prema lata. So aiming at prema lata, very soon they reach to the longed for ultimate. So now again you see the word long here. All right, there's another long here. Okay, what is these two different meaning? Okay, this one is materially motivated, that gives you suffering, and this one is longing for lata prema lata, and this give you so much of happiness. You are still even like when we pray to Krishna, we will be longing for love, prema. Krishna, I just want you. Can you give me the prema? If I can chant your holy name, I want to feel the prema. Please give me the prema. I know I have done so much of sin. I've been such a great sinner. I can't even chant your name. Kindly, my Lord, give it to me. Longing for this thing. Right? But the real prema starts when we start to associate with devotees who are advanced. Not anybody with tilak and everything. We can't consider this. I mean, I'm not biased, but we have understood in nectar of devotion, nectar of instruction, and even bhakti loka. Who are the kanishta, who are the madhyama, and who's the uttama. So we always try to associate uttama and uttama adhikari, or if cannot, at least madhyama adhikari. Okay, but the uttama adhikari can trigger your prema very quickly. What is the example? Valmiki was a thief. Valmiki was a thief. All right. And one day, Sripad Narada Muni went and approached him. When he approached him, what happened? He said, you should be, you should write about the story of Rama. Okay. But the problem with Valmiki, because of his sinful activity, the tongue cannot pronounce the word Rama. He couldn't pronounce. Then what Valmiki will do? I mean, what Sri Narada Muni will do? Never mind. Say Mara. Mara? Okay. Now, say it quickly. Mara, 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 mara. At last, the word Rama entered. And the word Rama entered after being initiated by a great sage. Immediately, Valmiki went into that ecstasy. He could see the entire Ramayana, then he started to compile. Another example is Murgi or Murgi. He's a hunter.
Murgari.
Right? Murgari, yes, Murgari. Such a horrible hunter. What is Murgari means? He loved to see animal half dead. When he shoot the arrow, he don't shoot the arrow to the head or to the neck. It shoot the arrow to the feather. So the bird will be like struggling. So when you see the bird all like struggling to die, he'll take a lot of pleasure. One day Narada Muni came to the forest and he saw all the animal are half dead, all struggling. Then he approached Murgari and says, how could you do this? He said, that's my job, hunter, but you should kill it. You are letting them suffer and die. Do you know you're going to carry a lot of sin for this? All right. Then after that, quickly, Narada Muni advised him. He said, first of all, break your bow and arrow, throw it away. Then let me give you a thing. And he gave a mantra, Hare Krishna. After he got the mantra from the pure devotee, when he started to chant, after some time, Narada Muni along with what Muni is that? His best friend.
Parvata Muni.
Parvata Muni. So both of them came to the forest because Narada Muni wanted to introduce to his friend, his disciple. Say, you have a disciple in the forest? Yes. And he's a hunter. What? Hunter is your disciple? Come, let's see. When he went and saw, Murgari got up and he saw the spiritual master running towards him. But he was jumping left, right, left, right, left, right. You know, jumping, ting, ting. And Parvata Muni said, what's wrong with this guy? Maybe that's his way of, you run straight. Why is he running left and right, jumping left, right, left, right, left, right? He asked, why are you doing this? Oh, no, Prabhu. There's a lot of ants are going. I don't want to step on them. And he was like awe-stricken. Once upon a time, a person wants to kill animal half dead. But today, they have achieved the highest success. So, what happened? So, when the essence seeker, the ultimate truth, they aim at prema, very soon they reach the longed for ultimate. So all the longing they had, they have to have. So the longing you have, and the longing Krishna will introduce you to a guru, to a pure devotee, and through that association, you can achieve prema very quickly. So what is this achievement of prema called? It is called as prema rurukshu. Rurukshu. Prema rurukshu. That means those who earnestly strive. Earnestly strive means what? Work very hard. Dear Prabhus and mothers, in life, we work very hard. During our studies, we work so hard to strive. After that, we went to the university, we work so hard to strive. Then we go into a job, we work so hard to strive. You get promoted one by one. When you want to fall in love to a girl or a boy, especially the girl, the men really strive, use all kind of flowery, lovely words to convince the girl to accept his proposal. Right? Anything in this life, you have to strive for it. The question is, why not for spiritual life? Why do we need to take spiritual life casually? Well, I chant my mantra. I do as I like. Every Sunday I go to the temple, dance, sing, eat some prasadam, come back. Oh, I feel so good. Every day I chant my Hare Krishna mantra. Take it easily. So now the question is, why not, since everything in life you have to strive for excellence, why not for spiritual life? Because spiritual life, your account is permanent account. Once the account is open, you just put in money only. It's ever growing. It is not affected by inflation. It doesn't reduce in value. But similarly, when you look at the material account, it diminishes. It will be eaten by inflation. Huh? Imagine that you are having some cash with you. Okay, you keep the money in your account. You don't touch it. You just keep the money there. After 10, 20 years, the money has no value. The money's value reduced, right? Because of inflation. Yes or no? The inflation eat up the value. Say like for 10, 20 years, 10, 15 years ago, I think how much is a packet of milk? 3 ringgit, 250, 1 liter fresh milk, from the farmer. 253 ringgit. Today, 650 to 7. The money is same. The milk is same, but the value is different. So the material account, it will be eaten by inflation. Eventually, it become useless. But the spiritual account is permanent. Like yesterday we read, I think Mataji Krishna Kumari also asked the question. If Hari means everybody can get sin, yes. If say like any Tom, Dick and Harry chanting Hari, what happened? So there'll be like 1 drop of 10, 20 cents will be dropped into the permanent account until the account become full. In other words, what does it mean? Now the Karmi who are eating beef and living in a different Abrahamic life, this kind of this thing, eventually in 10, 20 birth time down the road, I'm just speculating. I'm just, giving an analogy. They will be, eventually they become a pure devotee and a Vaishnava. So in order to become a pure devotee, they have to start to chant without they realizing Hari, which everybody in Malaysia are doing. Right? So first thing when you go to kindergarten, you start to read 1, 2, 3, ABC. But 1, 2, 3, ABC is the one that you're going to apply until your PhD. Right? Until your PhD. So when we call this, once we long and we work hard to fill our spiritual account, and that is called as Prema Rurukshu. That means those who earnestly strive. For what? For ascending up, for going up to the region of Prema. Where is the region of Prema? Goloka. Where you see Krishna and Radha will be dancing in pure love. They alone can, in a short time, ascend up to the sphere of Prema. Okay? And easily become Paramahamsa. So, if you achieve the level of Prema, you are known as to come to the status of Paramahamsa, the most perfected one. Okay? So, this Paramahamsa level, go to the sphere of Prema, it only can be granted by Krishna alone. To go to the level of Bhava, ecstatic and everything, can be only, can we work on our own, it can be done by our own effort. Okay, how to think in a common man's way for easy understanding. When I fall in love with a girl, when I approach the girl, when I text the girl, call the girl, send letter to the girl, it gives me bhava. It gives me ecstasy. Every day I'm thinking about her. A kind of feeling in my body all changing is kind of ecstasy. But to reciprocate, only the girl should tell you, yes, I love you. Only the girl can say yes. So similarly, when you want to go to Krishna, aiming for prema, we work hard, we strive and all this. But only Krishna says, yes, I love you. Yes, come to me. That's when. So you understand? So like that. So thus, when one has long simply, one who is so long simply, that means those who have young running, wanting it so badly, simply did bear burdens. learns to love the truth in the company of sadhus, he also soon returned to the longing for prema. All right? Those who long simply, those who always longed, simply engraning, I want these, I want that, simply longing, they only bear burden. They only carry burden in their heart. But those who learns the love to truth in the company of sadhu, in the sadhu means what? It's not a normal devotee, a pure devotee. He also soon turns to longing for prema. That's when the longing for prema will manifest. You got it? So if not, you'll be longing for burden and it's going to create suffering. That's why sometimes going to India, and if you go to India, if you go to this all the holy places, what you should do is not the time that you go there and do sightseeing. Again and again, I've been advising. You want to go to India, never hire a tour guide. All right. Now you see this? This goes on. Okay. Hare Krishna. Okay. Now let's go to the next one. We go to India is not on a marathon. Oh, I go 2 weeks. I saw all the temple in Vrindavan. What's the point? No. That is the pilgrimage for the crow. We will study that in Srimad Bhagavatam. It's a pilgrimage for the crow. Simply see things and come back. The real idea going to the place of pilgrimage, for what? To associate with sadhus. Why? Because sadhu is the only one has the achieved to the level of prema. He is the manifestation of the prema. And simply associating with them will trigger the prema. Okay? And when you feel the trigger of the prema, you will work and very soon turns to longing. Okay, you see? Very soon turns to longing for prema. So when you associate sadhu, that's when the idea of attaining prema will manifest. Okay, now. When in previous birth, one who has done good work, looking forward to devotion, this invigorates reverence. Invigorates means trigger, right, Prabhu? Is it trigger? Invigorate.
If it's cold and you take a hot coffee, it invigorates you, Prabhu.
Create ecstasy.
No, Prabhu. It gives you a oomph.
Oh, oomph. Okay. Give you a oomph. Every one of you understand? Give you a oomph or give you a push. All right. So, in previous birth, one who has done good work, looking forward for devotion, this invigorates reverence. That means this give you a push to reverence. Okay. To spirituality. Reverence also can call spirituality and can also call as submission, humbleness, reverence. Okay. And a strong desire for service to Godhead. It creates a strong desire to serve for service of Krishna. Godhead means Krishna. Then it will turn into an appetite for devotion. All right. Then it turns into appetite, pasi, anmiga pasi. It turns into appetite for devotion. Then where? In the company of devotees. Now, both bhajan and true devotees awaken sadhana bhakti. Can you see? Bhajana and pure devotees, true devotees, these can awaken sadhana bhakti. So again, who is this devotee? It's not like any other devotee. Okay, a true devotee, truly devoted. It awaken the sadhana bhakti. Sadhana bhakti means, sadhana means devotion. Service. Bhakti means devotion. It triggers awakened devotional service. This will lead to expectation of prema. This will lead to expectation of prema. Then, if one adopts the processes of sadhana as per directed by the true and pure devotees. Again, remember, my dear Prabhus and mothers, by true and pure devotees. Very important. Okay. Directed by the true and pure devotees, what will happen? He will before long almost turn mad. So before long, that means quickly he will turn mad. He can't wait it. He feel crazy. For what? For ascending to the stage of prema. To go up to the level of prema, where it can be tasted. But again, this prema will remain far in the background if he associates with half-true devotees. Please underline the statement. Again, prema will remain far in the background if he associates with what? Half-true devotees. What does that mean? Half-true devotees means what? Raja Prema is there. Okay. Vraja Prema? I see. Okay. What is half-true devotees? Breaking.
Krishna.
Yes. Hare Krishna. What is half-true devotees?
Half-true devotee is the person maybe Kanishta level, Prabhu.
Correct. Kanishta level. Kanishta level. That means they are devotee, but not fully devoted. These are devotee who still have strong anarthas. These are the devotee who have still longing for material desire, for position, power, who can't take anything. So these are. So if prema will remain far, my dear Prabhus and mothers, if you are going to the temple and now you understood the secret, now you should be seeking out for a true devotee. The true devotee is not the devotee who dress so nicely, looks so handsome and pretty, not that way. You could see. Now you pray to Krishna, my dear Lord, show me the true devotees. I want to associate with him. Some or other, you will start to have that kind of association. Okay? All that things will be associated with half-true devotees and will not be able to exclusively devote himself. They will never allow you to devote yourself. Because exclusive devotion means what? They only will talk about Krishna and prema. They don't have, they have no time for prajalpa. What is prajalpa? Nonsense talking. All right. Example, you go to the temple, there's a few people get together. Hey, how's your children doing? How this? Oh, how are you? Have you done this? Oh, taking, especially how to find out whenever they eat prasadam. You should not be yapping when you take prasadam. Prasadam is so sacred. Prasadam is so sacred. It should be honored in a meditation. Okay. Any one of you can remember the prasadam mantra?
Mahaprasade Govinde Namo Ramne Vaishnave Salva Punyam Vadam Rajam Visvasunaiva Jayate Sarira Vityajal Dohendriyata hi Kal Chive Pele Visaya Sagare Tara Mate Jivayate Lobormai Sadurmate Take Jetina Samsare Krishna Barodo Yamoy Kori Bare Jiva Joy Swaprasad Nadila Bai Say Anamrta Pau Radha Krishna Gunagav Premi Dako Chaitanya Nitai.
Premi Dako Chaitanya Nitai. Translation, Mataji?
Translation irunga Prabhu. Book தான் பார்க்கணும் Prabhu. Book தான்
Now,
பார்க்கணும்.
okay, from now, we read the translation every time. We don't simply chant. Okay? Baire. Baire. Baire means what? Hey, brothers. Sarira. Sarira means body. Sariram. Avidya. Full of ignorance. Just now we studied Vidya, Avidya. Alright? Full of ignorance. How? Jal. Ocean. Water. Sarira, Avidya, Jal. Jodindrahe Taekal. Jiva Pele Vishay Sagore.
Sagore.
Babu, Jal is a net na, Babu.
Net, sorry. Jal is net, correct. Sagore is ocean. River, right? Ocean, correct. Jal
Sagar,
means
Sagar
Jagat.
ocean, Prabhu.
Sagar means ocean, right?
Yeah.
Then Jiva Pile Vishai Sagore. Tatra Madi Jiva Ati Lobamoy Sudurmati. Toke Jeta Katina Sangsare. What is the translation? Oh, brothers, this material body is network of ignorance. Avidya. Jal. Avidya Jal. Avidya means ignorance. Jal means net. Avidya. And the senses of one's deadly enemies. The senses. The senses are one's deadly enemies. Jiva Pile, Vishaye. Vishayana Vesham. Poison. Sagore. Right? So it is a deadly enemy. For they throw the soul into the ocean of material sense enjoyment.
Prabhu,
All right?
Vishaya means material life, Prabhu. In that we are
Vishaya, yes.
first.
Yeah. Correct. Vishaya is material life and also is a poisonous situation.
Again, not here.
Vesham. There's a two. I mean, we studied that in Bhakti Loka, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Visha, Veshaya. So material life is poisonous. Yes or not, true? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay. So that means it's an enemy, sense of one's deadly enemy. For they throw the soul into the ocean of material sense enjoyment. And he says, Bhakti Vinod Thakur wrote this song. And what did he say? Among the senses, the most voracious, that means the most dangerous and verily wicked, it is very difficult to conquer the tongue in this world. So what he says, say Anna Mrtapa, rather, okay, no, sorry. Tara Mati Jiva Ati, Lobomoy Sudur Mati. Okay, what is tongue? Jive Pele Vishashaguri, Tare Mati Jiva Yati, Lobomoy. Okay. Okay. So the tongue is so terrible. The tongue is so terrible. Very wicked, very voracious, fierce. Then after that, second verse, Bhakti Vinod Thakur is saying, Krishna Bara Doyamoy. Krishna Bado Doyamoy. Kori Bare Jiva Joy. Swaprasat Anna Dilobai. Say Anna Mrtapau. Radha Krishna Gunagau. Preme Dako Chaitanya Nitai. What is the translation? Oh, brother, Lord Krishna is very merciful. Okay? Krishna Bharat Doyamoy. Very merciful. Just to control the tongue. Jiva. Okay, Jiva. Tongue means Jiva, right? Yes, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Jiva Vegam, Udara Prastha Vegam.
Yes, correct. What is the verse again?
Vacha Vegam, Manasa Krodha Vegam, Jiva Vegam, Udara Prastha Vegam.
Yes. Jiva means tongue. So what he says? He says, Kori Bare Jiva Joy. So it gives the tongue. Just to control the tongue, he has given us the remnants of his own food. He gave the prasadam to control the tongue. Now, please eat this nectarian grain while singing the glories of Lordship Sri Sri Radha and Krishna. And in love, call out for Chaitanya Nitai. Preme Dako Chaitanya Nitai, in love. So prasadam is also one of the tool that can trigger. Okay, now why am I taking this? How to identify? Okay, so when you see a person who eats prasadam in so much of concentration, who chants the mantra, who do not talk much, okay, so these are some of the indications that's how to identify a pure devotee. I think we have studied that where.
அது திருப்பி சொல்லுங்க பிரபு.
அதாவது எப்படி ஒரு தூய பக்தரை பார்க்கிறதுனா, அவர் வந்துட்டு பக்குவமா இருப்பாரு, பணிவா இருப்பாரு, பிரசாதம் சாப்பிடுறதுலயே பார்த்திடலாம். எப்படி சாப்பிடுறாரு, கவனமா ருசிச்சு தவத்துல தியானத்துல சாப்பிடுற மாதிரி. இதெல்லாம் வந்து some of the indication to identify this thing. All right. So again, since we talk about prasadam, I humbly suggest don't yap during prasadam. This is not a dinner gathering. Take the prasadam to an isolated place. Just meditate every grains that you put into your mouth. You are not eating to satisfy your belly. You are taking prasadam to satisfy and nourishes your soul. To remove avidya. To invoke prema. A girl, a wife usually take lot of pleasure eating the remnants of the husband. You know, in those days, Indian culture, the husband will eat, then after that, the wife will eat on the same plate. She takes so much of pleasure eating the remnants. Similarly, we are eating the remnants of Krishna. So we should be able to really pay attention. Don't simply yap, talk nonsense, this and that while taking prasadam. Take the prasadam, put it in one place. When people want to come and talk to you, just ignore them, just smile, and you just eat prasadam. So these are the things, okay? Okay, certain ways of. So pray to Krishna, my dear Lord, please show me who is the true devotees. Right? So that means what? Okay, then with the half devotees, will not be able to make exclusive devote himself. If we're going to associate with these half true devotees, you will not be able, my dear Prabhus and mothers, to exclusively devote himself. Okay? To the service of Krishna. Okay? In this stage, okay, in this stage, what happened? Number one, his strong love for fleeting world. His strong love for fleeting world. That means the world is like a ship, fleeting. It's keep moving, fleeting. All what they call? In other words, fleeting means it's like cruising or floating. Number two, his identification of the soul with the material frame of flesh and blood. Okay? That means he start to identify himself with the body. I am the president. I am this. I am that. I. And secondly, with the subtle body. That means still under the ahankar, mind, intelligence, and ego. Subtle body of the mind. Third thing, his knowledge of things other than Krishna. He knows everything other than Krishna. Number four, his extreme servile attitude towards Maya. Do not allow him to regard and love true devotees. His extreme servile attitude, all right, towards Maya. Do not allow him to regard and love true devotees. So that means the extreme servile attitude means what? Is real. Servile means what? Like servitude, right, Prabhu?
Willing to please.
What?
Willing to please.
Willing to please.
Yeah.
His extreme willing to please attitude. Okay. He's extreme. That means he's really extremely willing to please. The attitude towards Maya. That means he loves Maya. He loves to live in this illusion. And these people do not allow him to regard and love true devotees. These are all half devotees. Sometimes you can see them, they can really dress up as a Vaishnava. Okay. Now you may be wondering, why are we talking about this?
Prabhu,
Because yes, Mataji.
half-baked devotee பத்தி திருப்பி கொஞ்சம் explain பண்ண முடியுமா பிரபு?
Half-baked, ஐயோ Mataji, நான் சீலாப்பா சொல்லிட்டேன்.
இல்ல அது நானா இருக்கான்னு டபுள் செக் பண்ணிக்கிறேன் பிரபு. அதுக்கு தான்.
Half-baked, ஐயோ அரை-baked. All right. இந்த half devotee னா என்ன அர்த்தம்னா, okay, I just translate to in Tamil quickly. அவருக்கு வந்து இந்த லோகத்துல இருக்கிற சந்தோஷத்துல ரொம்ப இன்பம் அடைவார். பக்தரா இருப்பாங்க, நாமத்தை போட்டுக்கிட்டு வச்சுட்டு இனிஷியேஷன் எல்லாம் எடுத்துட்டு நல்லா இருப்பாங்க. ஆனா இந்த உலகத்துல என்னென்ன நடக்குது, புது காடி, புது இது, புது அறிமுகம், புது போன், புது ஐபோன், அந்த மாதிரி விஷயத்துல ரொம்ப ஆர்வமா இருப்பாங்க. அவரு வந்து எவ்வளவுதான் பக்தனா இருந்தா கூட அவர் ஐடென்டிபிகேஷன் வித் சோல், அவர் வந்து இந்த உடலை வச்சுதான் அவங்க இன்னும் ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ணுவாங்க. நான் யாரு, நான் மதன், நான் வந்து இது, நான் வந்து தலைவர், நான் பிரசிடென்ட், நான் வந்து ஒரு வித்வான், நான் சிறந்தவன், அந்த மாதிரி ஐடென்டிஃபை வித் பாடி. புரியுதா? அதே நேரத்துல ஆல்சோ இட் சட்டில் பாடி லைக் த மைண்ட். என் மனசு சொல்றதுதான் கேட்கிறேன், அந்த மாதிரி. சரியா? The third thing is knowledge for the things other than Krishna. கிருஷ்ணரை தவிர வேற எல்லா விஷயமும் தெரியும். சரியா? நாலாவது வந்து என்னன்னா எக்ஸ்ட்ரீம் சர்வைல் attitude. அதான் என்னன்னா அவருக்கு வந்துட்டு இந்த பௌதிகத்தை, இந்த மாயை மேல அதிகமான பற்று. அதிகமான பற்றுன்னு என்னது? அவங்க வந்து சரியான மெட்டீரியலிஸ்டிக். ஓகே, இதை வாங்கணும், அதை வாங்கணும், இப்படி ஒரு ஃபேண்டாஸ்டிக்கா வாழணும், இப்படி சூப்பரா இருக்கணும், லைக் இந்த மெட்டீரியல் டிசைர் ஸ்ட்ராங் டுவர்ட்ஸ் மாயா. அப்ப இவங்களா வந்து do not allow him to regard and love true devotees. அப்ப இவங்களா சம்டைம்ஸ் என்ன ஆச்சுன்னா இவங்களா வந்து நெசமுடி தூய பக்தன் கிட்ட நெருங்க அப்போ என்ன இது அதர்ஸ் என்ன ஆகும்னா உங்க பக்தியை கெடுத்து விட்டுருவாங்க. Okay, they will spoil your devotion. The half devotees. The half devotees can be anything. They can be shaven head, they can have tilak, they can have this, even they can be initiated. Right? So how to identify the devotees? First thing, when they start talking. பேசும்போது விஷயம் வருதா குப்பை வருதா. Second is you see the way they eat. Right? And thirdly, their behavior. So these are the certain things that you have to be very, very careful. சரியா மாதாஜி?
ஓகே, புரியுது பிரபு. அது ஒண்ணு என்னன்னா, இப்ப இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு உங்ககிட்ட வந்து அவாய்ட் பண்ணணும். பட் அவாய்ட் பண்ண முடியாத ஒரு ரிலேஷன்ஷிப்ல இருந்தோம்னா எப்படி பிரபு?
Where's that book? Do you have nectar of instruction? Where's my nectar of instruction? Nectar of instruction இருக்கா? Any one of you?
எத்தனாவது verse பிரபு?
Seventh verse என்னது?
பாக்குறேன்.
No. Okay. Verse வந்து வாச்சோ வேகம். Okay. Second verse வந்துட்டு the 6 things can destroy bhakti. Third verse வந்து the 6 things can improve bhakti. The fourth verse, I think it's fourth or fifth verse. Okay, never mind. I'll just tell now. What does it mean? How you should associate with devotees.
Okay.
ஞாபகம் இருக்கா? Do you remember?
இருக்கு bro. லைட்டா இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் bro. So
okay, now
check
tell
பண்ணு.
me how you should associate with Kanishta.
கனிஷ்டாட்ட வந்து அவங்க அசோசியேஷன் கொடுக்கணும், அசோசியேஷன் எடுக்க கூடாது.
Correct. அதுதான்.
That's what verse, Babu. Fourth verse.
Okay, fourth verse. Read the verse, Prabhu. You have the or anyone? Mataji, you read the verse.
Dadati prati karnati kuyam akhyati pachati punte bhojayanti chaiva sat vidam priti laksanam. Offering gifts in charity, accepting charitable gifts, revealing one's mind in confidence, inquiring confidentially, accepting prasada, and offering prasada. These are the 6 symptoms of love shared by one devotee and another.
Okay. So when you see that these kind of things, that means you're sharing love with devotees. Right? So in the purport, you can read there, Prabhupada writes, when you see Kanishta, from far just acknowledge him. When you go into the temple, you see Kanishta, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Temple பிரச்சனை பிரபு, everyday பாக்குற மாதிரி ஒரு எப்படி பிரபு?
You should think like, Kanishta. Second is Madhyama, you reveal your mind. You reveal your mind in confidence. You don't reveal your mind to the Kanishta. He'll backfire you.
Yes.
The last one is Uttama. Uttama devotee, what do you need to do?
Take association.
Surrender your life. Yeah, Madhyam also you can take your association. So like that. Okay,
yes,
Prabhu Mataji?
Yes, thanks.
So how daily you going to handle? You pray to Krishna.
Thanks, Prabhu. Thanks, I understand.
Okay, what I do. Okay, let me tell you what I do.
Okay.
What I do, I simply stay away from them. Sometimes when they call, I do not answer their call. If I can do that for 3 times, the 4th time they won't call you. They send you 10 message, I reply 1 message. They send you 10 messages, I only reply 1 message. And that reply, short. Put a thumbs up or, oh, thank you, Hare Krishna. Just 1 or 2 words. Note it. So when you're going to be like this, 1 word, 2 word, later, eventually they just don't want to send you a message. They don't understand. They say, oh, this fellow, I think is very busy. Eventually, they have no heart to talk to you. So you're not creating enmity, but you're staying away from them.
Yes.
Okay? So sometimes when you call people for feast in your house, they come, you serve them, because you need to show mercy to them. Your mercy will uplift him. So you show some mercy, tell him, and let him like this, that. Chariya.
Okay, Prabhu. Thanks, Prabhu.
Okay. So that means do not allow him to love true devotees. And these crafty thoughts beguile his heart. Beguile means confuse his heart, right, Prabhu? Beguile. I think it's a French word. Crafty thoughts. Crafty thoughts mean the thought which is not clear. Beguile his heart.
Cheating, Babu.
Huh?
Cheating heart. You always try to deceive other person.
Deceive a person. Oh, okay. Crafty thoughts beguile his heart. That means crafty thought means it's not a clear thought. That means it's like a cunning thought, right?
Very deceiving, Babu.
Deceiving, yes. So the deceiving thoughts will in his heart, will appear in his heart. Deceiving என்னது ஏமாற்றுறது will start to appear in his heart. In this way, the practitioner of devotion have to remain long confined in the preliminary rites. So that means you have to still remain in a very low standard. Preliminary, the first start, primary. You still remain in that small primary area of a devotee in the first stage. So primary rites, preliminary rites of a devotee in the first stage. What is that? Kanishta. You remain in Kanishta. Okay? No doubt. Oh, nice. 10, 20. Shall we take a short break, Prabhus? All right. So now it's 10. Just take a short break, just 1-2 minutes. Okay, we continue. Hare Krishna. Let's continue. Okay. So, no doubt, okay, no doubt, there's no doubt they have reliance and faith. I mean, there's no doubt these people, these devotees have reliance and faith in Krishna, but it is so tender. So when we first starting, we see the faith, when they are so tender means very soft, not strong yet. மருத்து போல, கொல கொலன்னு இருக்கு, tender, very fickle and unsteady, that they may at any moment be led away by the contradictory argument of conflicting schools and maybe according come to the company of so-called preceptor and sadhus. So what happened? These half devotees, all right? So that means they will be confined to the preliminary rites. Okay? That means they still stay in Kanishta. So what happened? And there's no doubt they have reliance and faith in Krishna. Yes, they have reliance and faith in Krishna. Yes, fair enough. But that reliance and faith in Krishna is so tender, soft, so fickle, just like the light when you on, fickle. That means it's not on, it's not off. அப்படி என்னது? Berkelip, in Malay we call berkelip, flickering, and it's not steady. When the person, yes, Mataji. Saki Mataji.
பிரபு இப்ப ஒரு சில பக்தர் நல்ல பகவான் மேல நம்பிக்கை இருக்கும், பட் அபராத் அன்லிமிட்டடா ஸ்டாப் பண்றாம செய்யறாங்க. சோ அதே கனிஷ்டா மத்தியமா பிரபு?
அபராத் என்ன சொல்றீங்க?
வைஷ்ணவ அபராத் அன்லிமிட்டடா செஞ்சுக்கிட்டே இருப்பாங்க, பட் கிருஷ்ண மேல நல்ல நம்பிக்கை, டேட்டி விஷயம் இதெல்லாம் நல்லா பண்ணுவாங்க. கிருஷ்ணரை பத்தி கோட் பத்தினா பண்ணிலாம் பேசுவாங்க. ஸ்டில் கனிஷ்டா.
Kanishta, yes.
So we have to avoid them also.
Not avoid.
Don't take association.
Stay away.
Okay.
Avoid now உள்ளுக விடுறது. ஆனா stay away தூரத்துல இருந்து பார்த்து ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா சொல்லிட்டு போறது.
Okay. Thanks Prabhu.
Okay. This explanation நம்ம we studied in Bhakti Loka very thoroughly. ஆனா நீங்க the verse 4 நீங்க பாருங்களேன். So how you should associate with Kanishta, Madhyama, Uttama. Prabhupada will be giving a very clear explanation.
Okay, thanks Prabhu.
Okay. So now another thing, Mataji, I just want to remind you, என்னன்னா that we are learning this so that we are in that Kanishta level, we have to upgrade. We don't need to look for others. Okay? So இந்த படிக்கும்போது நம்ம யாரையும் நினைக்க வேண்டாம். நம்ம எந்த நிலையில இருக்கோம், இந்த நிலையில இருக்குமா நம்ம உயர்த்த பார்ப்போம். That's the idea about these studies. Okay?
Yes. Thank you Prabhu.
Right. So that means what happened to those who in Kanishta level, they can be fickle, unsteady, and they also have a chance that at any moment can be led away. தடா மாறி போயிருவாங்க. At any moment they can just get diverted to what? Contradictory argument. contradictory argument of conflicting school. All right, conflicting school means, okay, like for instance, like now what the challenges that we have, like Ritvik, they also can give you an argument which looks so good, is contradiction. And it's also conflicting. Because in Gaudiya Vaishnava, we come under Guru Parambara. We should have a living Guru. This is very important. I just want to explain to you because this is what I explained yesterday. I contemplated yesterday. All right. A woman, they usually have to be protected. Yes or not? Do you think the woman need to be protected? Anyone?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhu.
All right. How the woman to be protected? Saki Mataji. When they are young,
அம்மா அப்பா அம்மா அப்பா அம்மாக்கு கீழே
father.
இருக்கணும், அப்புறம்
Okay.
ஹஸ்பண்ட் கீழே இருக்கணும், அதுக்கப்புறம் ஆம்பளை பிள்ளைங்க கீழே இருக்கணும்.
Son. All right. So in other words, in English, first you have to be under the shelter of a father. Second, you have to be under the shelter of the husband. At last, you'll be under the shelter of a son. So that is the thing, right? So similarly, okay, I was just thinking of that. Similarly, a devotee has to be under the guidance of a guru. Say, a guru leaves the world back home, back to Godhead. Once the guru leaves the, leaves the body, passes away, he have to immediately accept a Siksha Guru. Then if that Siksha Guru also passes away, he have to go further and accept another Siksha Guru. A devotee should not remain independent. You got it? The devotee should not remain independent. They should be able to take Siksha. First, we have a Diksha Siksha Guru. Then after the Guru leaves, we have to take a Siksha Guru, like our Guru's God brothers, anybody. Then after that, when we get old, so that means then after that, at last say, if you take sannyas, your sannyas Guru is your Siksha Guru. So like that. So the devotee should not be left alone. Because recently there's one thing is boiling up in our society. And I was surprised to hear that. Okay. Because this particular person is not, he feels very independent and something is boiling. I hope the thing don't work out. Anyway, so when I heard about that and I remembered, because when they feel the Guru leaves the body, I am independent and I can do anything I wish to do. Very careful, Mataji, Prabhus, because here we are doing a detailed studies about this subject matter. And this video, I don't think so. I'm going to put it public. I'm going to put it as discreet. I don't want this thing to be, because this is quite a sensitive topic. Because it says, led away by contradictory argument, conflicting school, like Ritvik. And these may accordingly come into the company of so-called preceptor. Then you start to take shelter of a so-called preceptor. That means the guru who is not bona fide, or the sadhus. Mataji and Prabhus, do you think it's valid as what is happening? Yes or not? So, what we can see from here, written in 1900 by Bhakti Vinod Thakur. It's very important. So, we should always check and balance our life, that we are not getting deviated or diverted. That's why associating with a proper devotee is very important. Don't allow a devotee to come and trigger the anger and make you frustrated and then you make a drastic decision of going to the contradiction. That's why these kind of devotees, we have to be very careful. That's why the prema can never come to these kind of devotees if you associate with the wrong devotees. So in order to make steady now, what Bhakti Vinod Thakur is recommending, in order to make it steady, they perturbed state of mind, that means they are perturbed means they are disturbed mind. How to make the steady, the disturbed mind steady? How they should do this? They must learn by the process of deduction. Deduction means what? Coming down. Okay, deduction means coming down. 1 + 1 = 2. That means deduction. So what is deduction here is mentioned? The path of Sruti from the true spiritual preceptor. So it comes down Shruti means also can say a Shastra, and you're learning, or the Shruti means like a, what is the word? Instruction. You should take from the deduction. That means from the Guru Parambara. This Guru, that Guru, this Guru. You should take it in the deduction way. You don't simply go and take in a wrong person. From a true spiritual preceptor or true spiritual master. So the process of deduction, the true process of worship. How to worship properly. Then a firm faith in the holy name will be awakened in the heart after worshipping the deity. The firm holy name will appear, will be awakened in the heart. We are just awakening, just like we got a jam bottle. We take a bottle of jam and we are looking at jam. You don't feel anything. Or you go and lick the bottle, you don't feel the taste of the jam. You have the bottle and you don't want to open it. First you say jam, or you try to lick the bottle, you're not getting any taste. It's there. But we have not opened it yet. Maybe you don't have the strength. But eventually when you start to have strength, you open the bottle and you take the jam and put it in your mouth. Wow, yummy. That's when the thing is awakened. Until then, we are on a theoretical level. So the holy name will be awakened. It's there in your heart. We are chanting Hare Krishna, but we haven't come to the level of awakening. So all these things today, what we are reading now, it is how we can go up to the level of prema. Is a tips. It's a teachings. This is called a deduction. We are learning from Bhakti Vinod Thakur. And Bhakti Vinod Thakur is summarizing the entire Vedas, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavatam, all the teachings is making a summary. Then, in this way for a long time, okay, when you go on doing this for a long time, then at last they will have determination. And that's when the determination will come in for Nama Bhajan in the company of the devotees. So once the taste is awakened, that's when we come to the level of Nama Bhajan. Okay? Is it too heavy, the knowledge today? Is it all okay? Is it all acceptable?
Fantastic, Prabhu.
Okay, but anyone else? Anybody find it is very heavy? Heavy the knowledge? Please
Not
forgive
heavy,
me.
Prabhu, light.
Oh, you
No
feel very
problem.
light.
Very good.
Okay.
I am enjoying it.
No, because sometimes when I looking at that, I say, oh my God, you know, sometimes I start to have doubts. Okay. All right. No, Prabhu, very on point. Okay, Muru Mataji. All right. So, because we have to speak the truth. Life is fact. Life is not imagination. Life is truth. The suffering that we are having is real. The salvation that we are looking is real. The desire of going back home, back to Godhead is real and is serious matter. So in this serious matter, we cannot speak something to please the ears. When Prabhupada went to America, he did not say anything to please their ears. After some time, he said, I thought that you will chase me out. He said, Guru, Swamiji, I cannot do this. Go back to India. You know, because he's told the truth and he never compromised. Similarly, when this kind of knowledge we are getting, we have to listen it, accept it as the fact and as the truth. Even it can be a kind of heavy the message. In case the case is different with those few lucky ones who have an exclusive firm faith in Krishna's holy name. The case is different. That means some of them are few lucky ones. You can see, even sometimes you also see, they can have an exclusive firm faith in Krishna's holy name. So what they do, they take by unbounded grace of Krishna. Because why? They have got unbounded grace. They have unlimited grace. What does it mean? Bound means, okay, this is bounding. This is one round. So when there's no bounding means what? Unlimited. Grace of Krishna. Krishna's what? Shelter. Okay. They have the grace of Krishna's shelter at the feet of such a spiritual guide, who is an ontologist of the holy name. What is ontologist, Prabhu? How to describe?
He said he's a specialist.
Specialist.
He is a specialist who designs, builds, and maintains.
Oh, builds and maintains. Wow.
Designs, builds, and maintains.
Maintain. And he's a specialist.
And he's a specialist.
Yes. So the spiritual guide who's ontologist means he's the one who build, maintain, and he's a specialist of the holy name. Wow. In example, who has realized and does see Svarupa form of the holy name. So these are the people who have realized it and could see the form of the holy name. Now, concerning the needs of such preceptor, concerning the needs of why we need such a preceptor. So Sri Mahaprabhu say that though formal initiation may not be necessary, what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, that means though formal initiation may not be necessary, not important, but still a guide is essential in Nama Bhajan. So what we can understand from this, a very strong statement. First he says, Mahaprabhu says, though the formal initiation may not be necessary. So that means we can achieve success by not formally initiated. Okay, I'm not initiated. Okay, it's not actually important. But a guide is essential. It's very, very important. The guide is important in Nama Bhajan. But now when you look back, in order to be guided in Nama Bhajan, you have to follow a certain preceptor. And the certain preceptor accept you, the disciple, to teach you. And the process of accepting you as the disciple also called as initiation. Okay. Now, the mere letters of the holy name, H-A-R-E, K-R-S, and A, may be had at any place or from anybody. Okay, for instance, as I say just now, Hari Hari, you know, the supermarket, Hari Hari. All right. Or people can say Hari Kamis, Hari Rabu. So that means it can be had in, you can find it in any place or from anybody. But now, what he says, the profound and unknown truth, the profound and unknown truth that is lurking behind those letters can only be exposed by the grace of true preceptor. So the profound and unknown truth that lurking, that's sticking behind those letters H-A-R-E, K-R-S, and A, that sticks behind, only can be exposed, can be revealed by the grace, or that means by the mercy of the true preceptor, of the true spiritual master. And who are they? Who is purely devoted to Krishna. The grace of the spiritual guide alone can pass over from early twilight, from the 10 offenses hindering the true service of the holy name. What does that mean? The grace of the spiritual guide alone can pass over from early twilight. That means from avidya to vidya, from ignorance to enlightenment. In between, twilight means two light, dark and bright, twilight. So it can pass through from the darkness to the light. From when? From 10 offenses hindering. What does that mean? When the 10 offenses hindering, that means the 10 offenses is a stumbling block to the true service to the holy name. So the 10 offenses we should avoid by all cost. Okay. Then those who are devoted to the holy name, have already from the beginning attained the stage of the second class of Swarupa. They can attain the second class of the Swarupa, or the form of the holy name. Okay. They are practically no longer bound by Namabhas. What does that mean? Those who are devoted to the holy name, devoted, not simply casual chanting. You really devote. These people already, from the beginning itself, they have attained the stage of second class of the Swarupa form. So they practically no longer bound by namabhas. So that means utterance in name avoiding the 10 offenses. That means they are no longer bound by namabhas. That means they are already coming to the first swarupa is namabhas. Second swarupa, removing stage. They are no longer in this. That means they have already removed the namabhas. And what is the third stage? Suddhanam, pure name. So they come to the second class. That means they are on the clearing of namabhas. First, when we start, we have namabhas. Now is clearing the namabhas. So that means somehow or other they are not getting bound by namabhas. So now he says, truly speaking, these people earnestly desire prema. So that means they are really desire. Truly speaking, they really earnestly desire for prema. And they are the true prema rurukshus. These are the real prema rurukshus. All right. Now, in their region, to have prema for Krishna, they make friendship with true Vaishnavas. They make friendship with true Vaishnavas. They cast kind glances at and show compassion to a tender and unsteady Vaishnava. So that means the true Vaishnava, what they do? They cast kind glance. That means they look at it, they offer a merciful look, glance. And they show compassion to this Kanishta Vaishnava, who is tender and unsteady. And they are what? Indifferent to those who are being puffed up with false vanity of their erudition, are malicious and inimical to the devotees and Sri Murti of Bhagavan. What does that mean? So, in their religion, it is their religion. That means it is their religion. Religion means what? Is their way of practice. All right? To have prema in Krishna. So they make friendship with true Vaishnava. So what the true Vaishnava do? They cast kind glance and show compassion to tender and unsteady Vaishnava. Those are not steady and unsteady Vaishnava. And they are indifferent. They are indifferent. Indifferent means those indifferent to those who are being puffed up. Puffed up means, oh, I am great, false vanity, erudition, malicious, all these I'm great. They don't even bother you are puffed up or you are humble. There's no difference. Indifference. Okay? And yes, Prabhu, you want to say something? Okay. So they are indifferent, puffed up. Okay? And in to the devotees and the Sri Murti of Bhagavan. Okay? So, okay, let me see. They are indifferent to those who are being puffed up with false vanity of their erudition, or malicious and inimical to the devotees and Sri Murti. That means they are inimical means they don't even see the comparison between the devotees and the Sri Murti of Bhagavan. Who are these devotees? Who are these devotees now?
Uttamadhikari, Prabhu.
Uttamadhikari, yes. Uttamadhikari, correct. Now, then again he says, failing to distinguish right from wrong. The beginners who are confined to only the initial rites sometimes fall into a deplorable condition, because the new people who don't know, who can't see the good and wrong, they can be only confined to initial rites. Okay, where do they stand? They stay there, and sometimes they can fall into a deplorable condition. That means they also can go into a very pitiful stage. So the middle order of Vaishnava, what is that? Who is the middle order? What does it mean by middle order of Vaishnava?
Madhyama, Prabhu.
Madhyama, yes. Madhyama Adhikari. Okay, the middle order of Vaishnava, these are who are earnestly anxious for prema. They behave differently from the three previous classes of Vaishnava. And those who only carry the burden, those who maintain bad association, those who are strict, and those who are strictly follow. That means what? What are the three previous class of Vaishnava? Number one, those who only carry the burden, who have a lot of material desire. Second, those who maintain bad association. That means they have all the, that means they are all aparadis. And third one, strictly follow. And as soon they are blessed with prema, or they go up to the highest or superior order of Vaishnava. Okay, these are the people can go up to the highest superior order of Vaishnava. That means they can go to the level of Uttama Adhikari. So now Bhakti Vinod Thakur saying, it is best to associate with the middle order of Vaishnava. So the best if we can associate with Madhyama Adhikari. Okay, it's best to distinct to Madhyama Adhikari. Then what happened? Now the shocking part is coming. All stay tuned. These Prema Rurukshu. What is Prema Rurukshu? What was Prema Rurukshu?
Beginner.
Prema Rurukshu is beginner.
Second
Like-
stage.
The
Huh?
Second stage.
Second stage.
Prema தேடுறவங்க பிரபு.
Where is it? Huh? Prema Rurukshu.
Yeah, the one Madhyama.
Okay. So that means this middle class or these devotees, that means these prema, yes, correct. So middle class Vaishnava, correct. The statement is here. That means they are Madhyama level. You know what will happen to them? Prema Rurukshu devotee, chant their beats 3 lakhs. 3 times 64 rounds in every 24 hours. They find such happiness in the holy name and they cannot spare a moment without him. Then when no time can be kept in sleep, they become incessant to the bhajan. What does that mean? Okay. So these Prema Rurukshu, they chant and tell their beats. That means tell means they move their tell their beats 3 lakhs. That means they chant 64 rounds 3 times. That means 192 rounds. Okay. Every 24 hours of a day, they find such a great happiness. And this holy name that they cannot spare a moment without him. When no time can be kept in sleep. Even they just can't even spare the sleep. I want to sleep. No, I'm wasting time. I rather chant. And they become incessant to their bhajan. They become very, very deep into their bhajan. Okay. Now, repeated remembrance of the meaning of the holy name as per explained by Sri Gopala Guru Goswami will by degrees drive out all contamination from the nature of the devotees. That means just by reading this article from Gopal Guru Goswami will drive out all contamination from the nature, from the heart of the devotee. Then the holy name will appear in a person before the spiritual eyes of the devotees. That means the holy name start to appear in front of your eyes. You got it? Oh, in front of my eyes. Which eye? Before the spiritual eyes, not with the material eye. Then, when the Swarupa form of the holy name fully appears, it becomes identical with the spiritual form of Krishna. The appearance of Swarupa, the holy name is the appearance of Swarupa of Krishna. So once you can see the form of the holy name, is also the appearance of Krishna, is the form of Krishna. Okay. Now, the more clearly and purely the holy name is visible, the more bhajan proceeds in the presence of Swarupa. The more do the 3 elements of which primordial matter is said to be composed, namely sattva. Sattva means the strand of goodness. Rajas, the strand of activity, that means passion, and tamas, the gloom, pride. That means tamas means ignorance. Disappear. When all these 3 things disappear, they will appear the spiritual attribute of Krishna. You come to the level of pure goodness in the heart of the devotees. Okay, I think we better stop here. It's too heavy, the statement. So tomorrow, 1, 2, 3, and 4, finish. All right, tomorrow will be the last day. Okay, so I think we better stop here. Then we continue the next paragraph tomorrow. So just try to meditate on what we have learned today. Then again and again. Then again, okay. It's at the page 141. And in your printed copy is page 104, the last words. Okay, so we stop the session here. So let's meditate on what we have learned. Somehow or other, I think we are very fortunate to understand this. And you know what, Vaishnava Prabhu? When I start to think back my previous session, like Holy Name, and this session, looks like this session we are learning more and more intense. Yes, Honorable Prabhu? Are you there?
It looks completely different, Prabhu.
Yeah.
I don't
I think
any of these words.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So next year, January, we do it again.
I underline everything.
All the other books, Prabhu.
What is it, Vaishnava Prabhu?
I have highlighted everything, but I don't remember.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. Saki Mataji, you're saying something?
That means you can repeat all other books again and again, Prabhu, for us.
Repeat all other books. What book?
Bhakti Aloka, Nectar of Infection, other
Wow.
books, la, Prabhu. Then because you already have more realization now, so it will be completely different when we recite again.
How about Bhagavatam? Shall we not do Bhagavatam now?
Yes, Prabhu, continue and maybe we can add slots more. 2 slots.
Yeah. Bhagavatam. So we can not do Bhagavatam, we can repeat back our Nectar of Instruction, Bhakti Loka. That's why I really love the writings of Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He's really the 7th Goswami. Really love his book. All right. So I believe that today we had some kind of realization. The realization is we are understanding the truth. Now we check and balance whether are we in that position or not. So if not, we have to work hard to go to the level. Talking about chanting 192 rounds, 64 times 3. All right. This is those who are going to the level of prema. Okay. So better not imitate. Don't imitate. All right. I chant 192, but look at the process before that 192 rounds. Avoid Kanishta. Associate with Madhyama. Surrender to Uttama Adhikari. They give you the glance. That's when the prema will start to appear. We'll start to have the glimpse of prema. At least come to the level of bhava first. Then you come to that. That's when you can chant that much of rounds without even spontaneously. If not, the chanting can become a big burden. It's not worth it. Okay. So we did that thought. So thank you all for such a wonderful moment. I'm so grateful to each and every one of you for joining us today. Tomorrow will be the last class. So please don't miss. Join the last class tomorrow. Tomorrow 11th, we are done. So from tomorrow 11th until end of this month, there'll be a break. And starting on March, I'll give you the date. I'm looking for an auspicious date. On that day, we will start our Srimad Bhagavatam discussion, which is going to run at least 3 years. Okay, we're going to study each and every phrases, words, and everything. The first thing is we're going to discuss on the introduction of Srimad Bhagavatam. The introduction alone, I think, is around 20-30 pages. Then after that, first one, the purport is another 20-30 pages. Verse 2, around 10 pages. Like that, it starts reduced. Then you go to the free flow. Okay. Anyway, please pray for me and please bless me, everyone, so that we can go on doing this discussion. So, okay. So that hope that there's no challenges in 3 years. so that we can really dive deep and study Srimad Bhagavatam as in depth as possible. Okay, all these by the mercy of Krishna. Let's pray to Srimad Bhagavatam so that Srimad Bhagavatam can reveal a secret to us. We are reading it, and that is Krishna. Let Krishna reveal the secret through Srimati Radharani, that we are learning the secret. At the same time, we also acquiring or increasing our bhava that also can lead us to prema. Okay, so till then, have a beautiful day. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubevacha paditanam pavinebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai, Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Gaura Prema Nande Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Oh, thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you,
Yes.
Prabhu, from Rajan Baliamma.
Okay, right. Hare Krishna.